coming in with, of course, the map advantage with Guild here, but this is Wave's choice, right, Hypog? So, again, things can change now. This is where if you are a Wave fan, you got to put your hopes into this one. You got to see a good performance. You got to see everything that we've liked about Wave. I want to see that Murray kind of action coming in. I want to see that brilliance on Raze. Got to see it all now. And of course, Cider. Let's see how deep this guy can go at this point. He's already shown some really good potential on that previous map, right? Like, he's already looked pretty solid. Let's see if he can double down on this.
As you can see, Wave make a really fast push over towards Garage here. Draken got to fall all the way back. That paranoia is going to find a lot if he throws it out, but safe now, isolated on long. Draken finds one. Wow, he finds Zik at the end of bottom along.
How is Draken still alive here?
What?
How is he getting away with this? He should have been dead 10 minutes ago. The Boombot's giving it a damn good attempt, but how is Draken still standing, man? Spike's down. Oh, that's a. Ooh, it feels bad, man.
Lauren, that was effectively a 4v2. You could call it a 4v1 onto Draken, right? Safe kind of throws down a little bit of a bait. I guess draws a little bit of attention away from Draken, but they essentially just 2v4'd that push all the way through Garage. Draken gets forced out of window with the Sky Flash. He comes all the way back to the defensive spawn elbow. Right there, I'm sorry, he should die 9 times out of 10. As soon as they get up connected there,
there should be nowhere safe.
No, there shouldn't.
That's insane to me. Okay, 3-play peek down middle. Draken making light work of it again. This man, look, we know the angles he can operate under. They are within certain degrees, and they're not normally in the center of the screen, but the straight-up spray from Bonkar, this is when you start feeling that little bit of a sinking feeling in the gut, but Murray is going to find 2, and now a 1v3 begins. Just a casual ace is required. The amount of people saying you look like Brimstone brings me so much joy. It's unbearable.
I should put the Killjoy glasses back on then. Right?
Sure. You know what? Sure. Murray Gonzo as Bonkar finds it. And these rounds are pretty... rough's a weird word, right? But it's just... It's pretty brutal to watch. These are some very clear-cut, very harsh rounds. And as said, that kind of tilter on C in the pistol round. That's pretty harsh to kind of then bound back from. Because you're already feeling a little bit under the gun there. Coming to round 2, that's fine. You're not expecting much, but maybe a spike plant. A couple of better trade kills could have been nice. However, this is the big one. This is the round you got to look at. This is where you got to start focusing on the game almost a different light. You have the bonus round, where it's the leftover, you know, bits and pieces from the first few for Guild, of course, and Wave comes in with a full kit and caboodle. Now, I'm seeing aggression on C-Long from the Omen. He just pop himself up into the corner. It looks like Murray either is considering this, maybe heard a sound cue, seems aware of the possibility.
Yeah, much slower approach this time, or cautious, I will say, approach on the side of Wave. I guess anticipating Guild trying to convert this bonus. A little bit of aggression, but actually Draken all the way deep in Cubby. Oh, actually somehow escaped that Boombot. He safe did deal with it.
Is Draken playing with like God mode on or something? Yeah. How is he not dying?
One looked like it did. That one literally looked like it popped right behind him, so weird. But all of this presence has actually drawn a third player over towards C, and Zik in the meantime going to find Leo over on A long. Now Yassine got to be careful. Zik going to fall back for the heal. Arcus might catch himself. Favorable timing here on Safe. He's definitely getting the audio cues of exactly where Safe is repositioning, but...
Draken scares the life out of me here.
He's gone unchecked again.
How's he and Safe succeed against Murray? He should have done. Where is Draken in this? I want to see when he decides to fight on this one. Safe's trying to get all the attention. There he is. Draken comes in. It's perfect play. And again, they let him get away with murder. Cider's trying to keep it together in a 2v1, but time is a factor. 7 seconds now. Cider finds another. This is sick from Cider. And now Spike to be planted, but in the open, Yassine.
The timing on the smoke. Okay. Yassine just making sure he was down, making sure the threat was completely dealt with. 22 age, I got a little bit scared there when it changed. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, but a valiant attempt from Cider to recover that round for Wave.
One enemy remaining.
The timing on the smoke, just watch it here. Look at it, finds all 3 of these
10
kills
seconds left.
on site, even with the bait of the spike plant out there. Safe, yeah, maybe a little overzealous with that peek there.
Spike planted.
Yassine was close enough to wait for the backup to come, but again, it's Guild's bonus round, so the fact that it comes down to a 1v1 is still a win, even when you take the round conclusion out.
Yeah. Again, I've got to start. My heart goes out to Wave, because we've all had those games where it starts to feel like everything's against you, but as said, Draken's been getting away with straight up daylight robbery at this point. Being unchecked on, getting away with so much. And now that Boombot gonna find as much info as Yassine would like. Plenty of players there, but he is open on this. It's a 4-play push. Make it 5 now. Looks like everyone's joining along off the back of that flash, but there are 3 players here. And Yassine can just play quite safe on this. Pops the ult for it. Oh, it's weird.
Okay.
But it works. It's still going to be an isolated fight. And if they keep it clean, which is not now.
2 for 2.
And these are guns to be picked up. These are rifles on the ground. Now, Bonker's trying to keep control of that. And he does. Just policing the weaponry. Going to slide back in his old cider. And this guy. Okay, there's a rifle to hand now. Doesn't know that he's safe to switch out at this moment. See if he can clear, and he does. Right, here we go. Game on. Isolates one. Safe, what are you doing? Why are you on your own? Untradeable. And now the ultimate gets popped, puts it to heaven so he can focus towards CT, the side of that smoke. He got outdone before, and he does again. So close, but just losing out to Draken.
A fantastic effort once again from Cider here. Bonka, who finds both of these here, loses the final 1v1 to Cider, but you're absolutely right. Safe just drifting all the way out. Again, 2 rounds in a row. Safe was kind of taking a solo challenge there. When there's no need to. I mean, in that situation, it's 2v1, force the spike plant, make it as difficult as possible for Cider to win that round.
I think the elements of danger there were, one, there were so many rifles to hand.
Yeah,
Instantly can get on a Vandal. Everything's there from actually quick aggression down towards A-Long. We're going to see that kind of roll it back Inferno banana fight, but Leo's going to win out the first. He got done on timing before when he got the flash ready. Now Yassine's been traded. They know there's more. Murray's going to be quick into. There's surely a clear on the... Oh, Leo's quicker? Leo wins that fight, does he? And Cider seems to be the only one trying to keep this one together. Cider's been trying to find these numbers, but again... Yes, they took a little bit of territory, but look at the response. Safe's gone walkabouts, and we know Safe gets aggressive, but that turret's going to be an issue.
Well, that's right. Actually, Hunter's Fury going to get invested to maybe force some players back towards Safe's position. But no tags come through. One car ready with the recon bolt. Actually, both of these players on long. Again, Guild anticipating this, but... a position not noted between the Hunter's Fury and that recon bolt. Now one creeping through sewers. And Cider will get shut down immediately there. Draken finds Zik. Last man standing, Nico. We'll find Draken. Find the second one on site. No, Bonkar holds the line, shuts that one down. Guild go 5 up here on Haven.
Ooh. Ooh. It's hard when you see the bonus round going over, isn't it? Because that scoreline suddenly gets beefy. And in other games, it's not such an issue, right? In other, FPSs, for example, if it has, like, an economy in it. I don't know why I'm avoiding saying Counter-Strike, but, 3 or 4 insecure fans are like...
What is this Counter-Strike you speak of?
But, I mean, MR12 is so punishing in comparison when you have an economy in play. If you don't get that bonus round as you're meant to, you just get put in a hole. So, Wave need to get on the board here. There's no 2 ways about it. They need something, and they get something. Bonkar gets his head cut off. Now, Yassine tucked in the corner, and they go again towards sewer. It's going to be Breach on the other side with a 3-2 split here. Flashed in, Yassine turns it in time. Isolates. Oh, Yassine! That is just sickening play from Yassine. That's a spike on long. They have to get rid of him. They're going to have to invest so much to clear him out. He's going to be a nuisance all day long. Information garnered. And again, they know everything going on here.
Brings it to a 3v3 though, so... Wave forcing the issue. Rolling Thunder going to come through. It actually is going to prevent the planner. I mean, Murray backs off with the TP out of heaven there. Draken going to find Murray on default. Cider will trade that one out now, so... comes down to Cider once again for Wave.
Way better timing from Safe, and this 2v1 is very difficult for Cider to isolate. Yeah, he can't do it. Just turns away in time. Those positions were really good at kind of complementary angles. If Safe did get a fight, there could have been a swing from the breach, which, again, would have been Leo there. So I think it was going to be okay in the end. But really, really nice work in the end. But this isolating these two on long. I mean, I thought at worst for Wave he'd just find Carcass and Nico would be on the trade, but nothing.
It's weird there because they get the information in the flash, right? So why they aren't double peeking that, I don't know. It was a little bit delayed for Nico to swing on that after Carcass falls as well. Especially with having somebody up in lobby there, it was just a little disjointed for my liking.
6-0 now. The conditioning begins. Now, they know that Draken did this before, pushed up. But do they expect to push this far? Now, that angle for Jet, he checks on it. Draken's on the ball today. Okay, this is Draken really paying attention. That sounds like I'm being kind of mean, but as I said, when Draken's on point, he is a sick player. And if he today is coming, he's like, all right, let's tune it up a bit. Let's step this one up. He's being a problem to them, and he's not afraid to show presence.
All right, again, it's just Murray and Carcass, though, over towards C-Long. You can see the spike still over towards A-Lobby once again. Sided out. Look to maybe explore into Garage. And actually, yeah, Nico and Zik actually just show some delayed presence over towards A. Maybe draw an extra player from Guild over that direction, but it's not going to work. Zekas are going to go out, and that's going to give a lot of information over to Wave now. They're going to know they can potentially take this 4v2 on C site once again.
Look at the time being built though. Oh, great work from Cider. Cracks it open on his own. Draken trying to isolate the timing, put it into a sort of a offbeat rhythm almost with that 3-2 split again, but no, they break through, they find the 2, and Ciderworth is waiting gold. This guy's getting aggressive, but he finds the info. Yes, it's a 4v2, but he's found out where Leo is, and he might have even seen that final player. So this play back in from Guild is near on impossible.
Really nice hit. Really nice hit there. Again, as soon as the Seekers go through, like I said, 2 of them drift off towards site. They have the information. The third Seeker that goes through Garage, as soon as that pulls away there, again, it's the green light. You know the hit is coming through imminently.
Okay, so that was off the back of... I don't know how much they used. It was at least one ultimate put into that. Now, of course, you're not going to have that back straight away. And again, Cider being a big proponent in that round working out. I'd love to check it on the scoreboard, see how he's doing already. Considering they're at 6-1, he's still been doing quite nicely for himself. So, definitely a player to keep your eyes on in the future if he can keep finding ways forward. I'd still love to see that scoreboard, if possible, just to see how he's getting on and the buy coming out. There we go. Little touch in, yeah, 9-7, not bad, but again, it's the impact he's been having. Nico nowhere to be found. Zik and Carcass quiet. Murray, I feel, is always going to be there, but still. This round, dive back in, Wave finally get one on the board.
Once again, I mean, Wave, on the rounds they don't commit here to A, it's pretty easy for Guild to read. They're just trying to show presence with no real utility invested, but as I say that, actually, full hit into B comes through. A showstopper from Yassine in mid. Try and find something towards window. It's expiring very quickly, though. Oh, yeah. He actually found Nico on default.
Well, that's a problem. And he even found Zik. Now, again, guess who it is? It's old Cider. Just trying to clutch onto this, slipping through his fingers. Murray, though, wants in on the action, and now a 2v2 begins. Safe finds one, but he knows another's there, and Cider's found Bonker. Safe now in the 1v1, but how much info does he have? He has all of it!
Oh.
That's how much he has!
Fantastic round from Cider once again, but... Safe, I mean, righting his wrongs in a couple of those rounds that have come down to a 2v1 there. Clutches that one out on B site versus Murray. Again, momentum-wise, I just felt as if that was going to go to Wave here.
One enemy remaining.
Effectively, what, a 4v2 was that?
Yeah. I just credit to Safe in the end then maintaining that composure. Even though he noted the player on the side before, but never lost track of him, even in that initial fight he had to take. So well played to him there. 7-1 now. It looks like a burst towards C. Now, we haven't seen this going too well before, but now with this quickening pace, let's see how they hold on to this. 3 players are waiting on the other side. In we go. Murray is there. Just a shot in the dark, and it works, and it lands. A 2-for-1 trade out. Wave take the site, but there was another player around, but Leo's been caught off. Carcass this time. The speed up seems to work well for him.
Yeah, they did attempt this on split, just a complete switch up of pace in order to kind of break the tempo Guild are on, and again, finding a little success on C site once more. Wondering actually how much info Bonka really got off that owl drone, but let's see, the second shock dart is going to fail. Whether or not Guild still force the issue here. Really strong post plant set up here from Wave. You can hear the molly's gone down now. Arca's going to find your scene. Bonka with a Spectre in hand, maybe going to look to find an exit. That's about all he can look for at this stage.
Yeah, no gun there. Nabs that. Does he get away? Should be aight. A bit of an upgrade. Yeah, 72. Alright, I mean, if that's the pace you gotta change up for, keep it up, Wave. You just gotta fly in there and get effective trades going. And it looked like they got kind of caught in no man's land. It's kind of tricky. It's like, okay, do we sit a little further forward, further back? The ultimate gets invested. That was a pretty big round for Wave, and, well, I mean, they needed it on the board, so you kind of have to put everything into this. There's 3 more to be nabbed here, and that scoreline does look different if they close out the final few. It doesn't feel so one-sided.
I'm concerned, though, because where Wave have really excelled on Haven previously has been their attacking side. Certainly, right now, the win condition on map 2 here versus Guild is for them to post a very strong attack in half. Right now, I mean, yes, if they secure the last 3 rounds, you can call it a win with how this half has started, but definitely a concern, because I think Guild really going to be able to keep that defensive aggression in check.
What we've seen? No Bucky for you. Now that's the first thing they've seen. Now they know there's got to be a Vandal, at least in play, or potentially a gun was recovered from the site from that previous round. Bonka.
The crossfit placement's so good.
It is very good, and that's gonna make you mad. Popping out the ult as well, gets him towards it. Does he manage to find anyone with it? No, but I guess he clears out hell somewhat.
Spike planted.
Oh, because we'll find Draken up in heaven there. Again, looking like Guild are just going to sit back and allow this to happen. Hold on to the weapons they do have. Obviously, Bonka, he saved his weapon from the previous. He's gone all the way back over towards C. Safe and Leo economy-wise. Makes sense really for them to either find an upgrade or fall. Classic and a Bucky, not really too much here. Again, economy damage, the main objective for them in this scenario.
All right. Luck. 1, 2. Oh no. Okay.
That's good though. Two survive from Wave. That's
actually not bad considering. It's definitely minimizing their advantage walking away.
Gee, I'm not sure how much impact it actually has on the economy from Wave, but certainly to close out this half, yeah, again, they're still rolling. Carcass, yeah, he's going to stick with the rifle. Again, on the side of Guild, they're probably really on the back of that save, only got 1 more to play with, so and they're going to be forcing going into the last if Wave post their 4th round here. I mean, forcing, obviously not saving in the last round. That would be stupid, Lauren.
Yes, you are correct. Okay, Wave. What else have we got here? Scenes going walkabouts. Now, there has been a turret consistently towards this side, so it's kind of negating that further push if he was really deciding to get Aggie. Definitely noting presence towards C. Draken sitting towards that deeper corner. Nothing early, and Nico's got his Seekers. Now, last time they went with a Garage Burst off the back of that. They will have to get mid-control if they want to do it again. And for now, it looks like they're stacking towards long.
Obviously, the one thing, though, the Seekers, you want to pop it in that... Hold that thought. Gee, you're going to throw it out long here on the back of that cage coming out. Safe. It's, the most blind I've ever seen anybody. But the recon bolt ping actually gives him that kill onto Carcass. Wave not able to close the distance on the back of that utility investment.
Yep, there goes the other ult as well. Now Cypher knows it all, as do the rest of his team.
30 seconds left.
Trying to fake it out, but look at this re-aggress from the Cypher towards C long. Gonna find so much information here. That's huge. Now, do they check this? Do they still clear this? They surely think it's clear. That's 1 gun barrel. That's gonna be another safe. His positioning has been absolutely sublime. And the time left, 10 seconds. He just cost them that way towards the site, and this is not clearing it out. Bonker's still safe here. Just works his way in, finds another little messy on the end, but tries to maybe hinder the plant. But the spike is down, and it's a 3v2, but Draken on the flank has made it look so simple. As now Cider. That's gonna be one. That's a second! Oh, no, it's not. Yassine's there. He's fine. He's fine. It's fine. I get a little nervous when it's Cider because he seems to be almost clutching a lot of these rounds.
Yeah, just to talk about the Seekers once again, I was about to lean into it. Popping the Seekers on long, there's so much distance for the Seekers to actually close down that it's almost less valuable than that garage push that we saw previously with Wave, right? Right there, you get a much, I guess, bigger opportunity for information. If you throw it down in garage, 2 or 3 go towards C site, that tells you exactly what you need to know. Whereas on long, you know that they're all going to travel up long. So it kind of diminishes the value there. Again, off the back of the Cypher cage getting popped, you could argue it breaks line of sight temporarily. It's just interesting to see Wave try and use it that way.
Okay, trying to work off the back. Jet here. Murray, pretty much shoulder to shoulder though. Pops down the paint shell, back sight, flash goes in, and away we go. Karka's going to try and lead the way through. This could be a seed crunch. Looks like the ult's could be invested, but Safe has already cut down one side. Safe is just absolutely elevating his gameplay. We saw him at the start question a couple of choices, but then he just stepped the hell up. Huge play from Safe. Draken joins in. The crossfire is set. This is a wrap. Absolutely perfect play from Safe.
Yeah, barely broke a sweat, to be honest. A couple of those rounds, yes, they came down to Cider in a 1v2 situation and made it close, but I mean, overall, that half was just a breeze for Guild, to be honest. Now the question arises. See, now with this scoreline, it almost... It tempts you to play a lot safer. You don't want to take these risks that we know Wave like to take on, specifically on Haven on defense. With all this, A long aggression, mid aggression. You can see here right away in the pistol round. Look at it. They're going to try and take mid.
Like mid. Yeah. Let's have a little look, see what they go for in middle. They are down middle. Already Sky and both Jet, of course, going down middle.
Fast.
It is fast. I'd love to catch on board. There it is. Carcass is there. Going to see at least one. Oh, not as clean, but he does get the kill towards Safe eventually. Going to force a lot of utility to be used on this, and no one's capitalized on that. So they're going to try and back away for now. It does seem as though they've managed to make it back towards B.
Now, again, you don't commit to that re-aggress. Now Murray posts all the way at the bottom of long. He's probably going to get spotted out by this Aldone. He is indeed. Arcus and Murray now. They want to challenge for this before Guild push in. Actually, you're seeing it take a little bit of damage there. Leo will find Cider elsewhere, though. It's a little bit of a fake coming down on towards sewers. You're seeing dragging one player extra over towards A. Has left a gap.
You can see on the side Draken then just finding so much room, just slipping past, going deep towards that B site, allowing this post plant to become a bigger problem for Wave. Nico trying to just sit this out, but if Draken just shoulder peeks this, he'll get all the information he needs. Doesn't see it yet. Does now. Nico, though, gets the shot and the play back in. And now Bonka called upon. Oh, the frenzy, man. That range is so scary at this point in our 2v2. The readjusted position. Bonka slipping in towards where we saw Draken not too long ago. Slips a little closer. That's a big favorable angle. And he wants that fight for free. He gets it. Guild, man. These guys are so on today.
Yeah, really, really nice pistol round. Again, you're seeing just baiting out that rotation. Or I guess not rotation, but baiting Carcass to come all the way onto site to help Murray there. And again, it's off the back of the owl drone, and they spot your scene. So they're almost calling two players, the hits potentially coming here. And right there, they capitalize. They find the gap elsewhere, get that entry onto B site. And actually, it's really awkward because it comes down to a 1v1 in mid and a 1v1 on site, right? Over towards A-Link. Yep. Bonkard does really, really well with that downtime to reposition.
Standing ahead.
Well, we've got a 5-play down C. And it's Draken to go free farming. Gets a 2-for-1 discount. Pretty a little baffled. And you go, yeah, let's rush A. Yep, spike to be planted. Did they get the rifle away? I
don't think they did.
Yeah, which is a little bit confusing. I'd imagine, like, if you're looking for even just small benefits in this, even though with double digits against you, you kind of want that if you can get it. Spike now down. Looks like they've regressed to maybe gather that rifle, the brimstone and the killjoy there. And as I said, this spike's fine. This is a fine round. They should be comfortable here. The remaining 3, not much to really achieve out of this. Maybe Yassine gets caught off guard. Let's see. Nope.
Nope. Not even close.
I don't know if they got the gun. It still looks like they haven't been able to get it back. So maybe it's still up on the box, potentially?
Actually, good point, yeah. It could very well be. Again, right now, last 2 members of Wave just looking to do a little bit of damage. Might keep them boxed into A lobby here, but I think they survive in this scenario anyway. They go. Yeah, we'll find Zik. If we can hop on. Yeah, actually, it does look like Cider did retrieve that Phantom. Yeah, he does.
I mean, it's not much, but you'll take small advantages. You need a lot more.
I mean,
but...
especially when it's 11-3. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 11-3. It's a tactical timeout. Who knows? But what we do know is that Mitch voted for Wave.
Yeah, it's. He's always trying to be. He's always trying to be edgy, isn't he?
I know, and you know what? It's cute. He tries, and he's doing the best he can. So, you know, good job, Mitchy boy. But no, I actually thought this was gonna be way closer than it was in all absolute honesty. And it's not been.
No, and I know a phrase you come back to quite often is kind of playing to your opponent's skill level. Guild here showing that they've kind of found some form and they're sticking to the game plan, right? They're not really making mistakes. Yes, I criticized Safe a few times in the first half, but he's absolutely compensated for that. I mean, look at it here, 17-8 leading the charge for Guild. And you know, when you're feeling it, sometimes, yeah, take a few 1v1s, catch your enemy off guard.
I don't blame him. By any logic. Now, let's have a little dive into this one, because if the bonus goes Guild's way, wrap it up, we're out of here.
Oh.
Draken, did he slip through unchecked? I don't know if Brim saw him.
Cider saw him.
Okay, Cider's seen him, Cider gets him. There was a second where I wasn't sure if he'd caught enough of a glimpse, but he had. So already, it's a nice little start towards middle. No danger to be found, but you can see the thought process for Draken is if can I walk to wrap towards A.
Right now, actually, 3 members of Wave backed in towards A-Link here. Be careful, if nobody's holding this angle, they're going to get a peek. Actually, the sky flashed down long. Maybe we have some information away. Yassine swings onto... Okay, that's actually terrible. Murray's the one in heaven that actually falls there.
Yeah, this is suddenly getting a little sketchy. Even with those better rifles. So we've got a double stack towards Hell. We've got the camera still up in place. So that's going to at least do a little bit of work there. Now this retake, it's got 2 approaches. None of them are from long. None of it's from sewer. You can see the Sova just checking on that. Here comes the flash. Seems fine. Peeks back out. He's got a smoke perfectly in his place. Zig's found 2 though. Big play coming back in. Bonkar, I mean, he's got his ult. Whether or not he wants to pop it on this is up to him. And now he's going to force him off the spike. But Nico's on the swing and it's all been kept safe. Yeah,
good. I mean, good. Okay. I got a little worried there because both players were running away from the site. The reason I'm calling out that Murray pick is, as Raze, he's got the paint shells in heaven. He's the one that can kind of buy that time, deny the plant on default. So I'm not sure maybe if it was a little bit of an overpeak or a bit preemptive with trying to hold that angle onto short. I mean, as soon as Carcass catches sight, there should be no repeat until they're absolutely ready to initiate that retake.
I'm very much with you on that. Right, 11-4. Come back in. Let's have a look at what the approach is now from Guild. As they're on the attacking side, get to be the instigators in this. And of course, Killjoy over here. Now, again, bear in mind they're going to get a lot of info that, yes, there is an A lean, but this is a lot of info, and here we go. Already, Draken going to crack it open. Zix down. You're seeing up and over. No one's there in towards the cubby. This was a 1 play on the site. That was your Killjoy just dead and buried.
Yeah. And it's a lot to ask, especially if you're playing plat like that. But oh, that door, who was that came flying in? Cider and Murray. That's going to find 2 kills from himself. Cider will find a second here, and Murray a second.
Now that's
Safe.
a combination.
Yeah.
Now, does Safe have anything left in the tank? No, they're sitting the defuse, and Carcass was above, ensuring safety. And you've got to say it, as said, Cider and Murray as a potential duo is very scary.
I mean, this is kind of a yes. Scoreline aside, this is a good look for Wave. I mean, they're still happy to play at this kind of level of aggression. I love to see it. To be honest, in a number of scenarios here, it's catching Guild off guard. They didn't look at all ready to see that explosion out of defensive spawn. Now, they got to do it for another 6 rounds if they want to tie the game up. But question mark, Lauren?
Question mark.
Is it story time yet?
No.
No, yeah, it's 10 rounds, right? When you start believing in the okay. Yeah. I'm learning. I
may lower it, but so far it's not done me wrong yet.
Okay.
It may, you know what I mean? I may push it down to like 9 rounds or something, but for now we sit at 10 until we believe in the comeback. Because Guild have so many opportunities to pull off, let's say, the same amount of rounds that Guild did on their attack. That Wave did on their attack. The just throw it at a site and hope one of our players pops off. You can easily have one of those rounds. And Yassine's got a plant.
This is
for free, no damage done. Plenty of utility, plenty of ultimates online as well. I'm a little nervous about this. Now, Killjoy gone. Doesn't matter. Destroyed. It's been noted, boys. We know this story now. And the bigger issue is we have a couple more ults still in play that could be really good here, and keep your eyes on that Cypher. That flank coming in from Safe could be absolutely instrumental here. Yassine already doing work towards Zik. Eyes towards that Cypher in the back lines there. Safe finds Murray for free, and here we go. This is now all crumbling apart for Wave. They're getting nervous here. Safe just has to take it, but timing is everything. And now we can see Safe on the swing. Can't get it done.
Okay. A little weird there. I understand the Hunter's Fury getting invested to deal with the lockdown. At that point, though, you kind of need to take the fight on site. They already backed away, anticipating the lockdown was going to force them off. Now, play the Hunter's Fury to deny the defuse. I don't know. Just a little questionable there on the utility investment, because it was all of the ultimates, right? Showstopper, Hunter's Fury, the Rolling Thunder, and Draken tried to TP through. So I'm not sure there. Like, let the lockdown play out if you got the Hunter's Fury to buy time, right? Or take the fight on site.
Yeah, I guess it's somewhere in between. But Guild do have rounds to play with. I don't think they're in any sort of scary territory yet. If their economy gets absolutely shut down and kind of shot to pieces, then sure, Yassine's gonna be shot in the side of the head. Away it goes. Zik there, able to swing out and face with the safety of that smoke towards Long. Had no problem doing it, but Leo's up for the fight, betrayed it out, and Murray going to invest his ult towards it. You are going to see a little bit of room being found, and that's an issue. Carcass going down has now opened up a great deal of the map, and you have Safe in a big lurk here. If he pushes forward towards the connector, that's a massive problem, because they have no eyes on this, no information on this, and Safe is now in a huge power position. Now, they're playing back in through B. So again, depending on how Safe plays this,
always heard it.
did he hear the steps? He must have done. They have no idea.
This is huge.
Oh, that is incredible.
Did you find a second, please?
I don't know. I don't know, because we're watching a spike get planted.
Okay, he's still got heaven control. Spike cam goes down.
Yeah. He's a nuisance, because they have to clear everything. They may have an idea or concept, but he's just a problem. He's already done enough here. A 3v2 is massive. The flash comes in, but Bonkar's got the cross. This is how it goes. Is Nico now left in a 1v3? One to site, one towards sewer. Isolates the first load, but the trades instantaneously there.
A fantastic round from Guild. Again, as soon as that window opens, and the timing is perfect for that window to open as Safe is able to isolate, or well, I guess actually find all that space onto B site, get into A link, again, gets the audio cue. I'm not sure how he didn't find that second kill. It seemingly, you know, if he got Cider, who was the one without utility in his hand. Nico was holding a flash out. But Guild get themselves the match point here. Wave have a decent buy to come back into it, but... Okay, that's the operator down on Carcass immediately.
Oh.
And that's a peek out.
Where was he taking that?
was
Garage. Okay. Look, desperate times, desperate measures. I mean, this is for their chance to stay alive and get through to Masters. You kind of have to do everything you can. Juggling the weapon back so that is unretrievable. Nicely done by Yassine. Just good housekeeping, keeping everything in check, policing over that weaponry. As now Guild on the verge of pushing through here. This is a huge, huge game for them. As much as this game has felt a little hit and miss for Wave, this has been a huge proving point for Guild themselves. Their performance, it's been hit and miss. They know it's been frustrating. They know that they've had some underwhelming results. But when you see them perform like this, you start to believe a little. But now here's the problem. Zik's going to take the fight. He wins it, but he gets traded. You're seen straight in, and now I think it's going to be Murray on top. Spams away, doesn't find it. Safe still there. Now, where is that spike? It was dropped across. Okay, safe to plant.
It's going to be an open plant for long. Safe, actually, yeah, just... Good call on the smoke there. They knew that was going to expire, but Safe actually gets booped off the plant. Actually brings it to a 3v3 with that kill. Yassine will find his third on the round. Murray falls. Nico going to trade that one out, though. Look at this. Leo will find Nico. Now it's just one member left to find.
But it's our main man. It's Cider. He has been a threat throughout. His debut here with the squad has been good, but Safes has been better. It's 13-6 in the end, and Guild secure their